Shalom, shalom. Giving our praises to the Most High and His Son Yahushua. Today's class, a tradition of lies tied to the so-called black people. I do this in sending a message to our nation. I could put Israelites on there, but black people wouldn't know what that is. So I switching it up back to just putting black people. We're dealing with a tradition of lies taught to our nation. Why? It's to keep us on the bottom. We start out with pre-K, kindergarten, elementary, junior high, high school, and college. And it's all the same message. And I'll show you why as we're going through this class today. This is why our nation are in a bad state right now, because them not knowing who they are. They accept anything and they will suffer for it though, but hey, give me that first video. I want to just go right into it. This is the students right here. It starts out at their schools.
And the general impact across the board. Sam, come on.
This is how the black males are in them schools.
Right, stop slouching. This is the perfect opportunity for you to engage, to make the most.
Black lady,
We
they're
learn
pushing.
the same stuff every year for Black History Month. Every single October we learn the same thing. Either apartheid, slavery, or the civil rights. How many of you guys have actually learned something new this last year? See? That's what I mean.
Sam, this is our history. Come on, man.
No, seriously. Do you guys know anything about Ram Bunch? The first black person to win a Nobel Prize. Or that the richest person ever lived was a black man named King Lucy the First of Mali. What about Ella Baker? What about Ella Baker? One of the most influential women of the civil rights movement. This is why I can't take Black History Month seriously, man.
Can't take school serious. All this world. The teacher confounds, especially once these children start waking up.
The curriculum is designed to help you think about Black history critically.
Actually, miss, it's designed to teach us what to think, not how to think.
There you go. Even though he's
For
not
example,
waking.
when that light switched, you thought it was Thomas Edison who made that happen. When ironically it was actually a darker man who made that light flick, Lewis Latimer to deeper side. Quite nice when you're talking about Mr. Hamilton and his racing car, but red light stop. We're always taught that Martin Luther King had a dream, man. But those dreams can't be achieved because our brains have been chained, our minds have been enslaved, so we won't get our redemption more than free, man. Will we ever be free, man? And leave this state of imprisonment? And take that look of free, damn it, green man from a traffic light invented by the same man who made gas masks to protect our organs. Another free man named Garrett Morgan. But I bet you never knew that. We need to open our minds. But how can we be taught to see if the blind lead the blind?
There you go.
The first person to develop significant eye surgery was a black woman named Dr. Patricia E. Barr. Now on that note, there's a question I must ask. If this is a great opportunity to learn and be engaged about our past, why are we not actually being taught about our past? Transatlantic slavery, where we're taught black history starts, but is it
There you go.
There seems to be a lot you haven't told us. And you shut down and hold back on the bold ones who stand against the way you're trying to mold us.
There you go.
Consistent enemies of progress. You're surprised because I know things you don't expect me to know yet.
That's
And
what
when
them
I tell
students
you
are going to
you're
start
wrong
doing in them
for about
schools.
me, you call it a riot, well I call it a protest. The Broadwater Farm riot. The media exacerbate and make it seem like it's a bunch of delinquent youths on the street, when really the first pull the trigger was death at the hands of the police.
There you go.
Cease to know information and the truth. And that's simply because you withhold information from the youth. Maybe one day we'll be satisfied with how our knowledge of history equates. Well, I'm sure like me, you're waiting for the teacher to fill in that space. So do so then.
That's it on there, man. That's how dumbfounded the teacher gonna look when these children start waking up. I know we tired of getting taught the same lies there, man, because as soon as you go back home, you turn that television back on, guess what? Boop, back into being pre-programmed again. So this is why you're seeing our nation so destroyed. They're acting like Babylon is going to last forever. This place is on the verge of being destroyed, man. But nobody cares. Everybody want to stay here and die in this lake of fire. Give me Colossians 2:8. This is what these teachers do to our nation. And this is what they did to us. Read out.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through vain philosophy and vain deceit.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. That's what America is set up on. It's set up on the logic of what Rome and Greek and what Babylon did to us in Egypt. To spoil us, man. To teach us their ways, their philosophies. Nothing about the nation. That's why we on the bottom, man. That's why the so-called black man can't get himself together, because he don't know how to search for the information. That's why the Most High sent us back out there in them street corners to continue feeding. The video dropping. The truth coming. You can't stop it. I'm going to tell you something. Your time is short. I can guarantee you. Read on.
After the tradition of men.
After the tradition of man. Your whole school system was set up by the so-called white man, a racist. And a lot of their philosophies, they took over from Germany. A lot of these philosophies, the so-called white man practice on how to destroy your mind. And we accept it. But nobody stands up and say enough is enough but the Israelites. We can't get into Muhammad. Muhammad is not a prophet to us. Allah is just a rock. It was created by the so-called white man. Christianity is the Antichrist. But our peoples, they love it, man. It's a drug. It's like crack to them. Grandma got to have that needle in her arm, man. That's why Granny gonna die soon, man. I'm here to prophesy to you and tell you the truth. A lot of our people gonna die through ignorance, man, because they don't want to wake up. And we out there trying to feed them. And they rejected their God. So what? He's going to reject them. It's not a game. That's what so many people don't understand. Read on.
After the rudiments of the world.
After the rudiments of the world. This is the so-called white man world. This is not the Israelite kingdom. This is the so-called white man world. That's why the black man's mind is destroyed, man. You feed them anything and they run to it. Give them a few crumbs and watch them run. But no one want to stand up and speak truth. Read on, Doc.
And not after Yahushua.
And not after Yahushua, man. We're going to get there, man. The thing is, not after Yahushua. Everything we do is based on the scriptures. That's how you follow your God. We can't continue following the so-called. And our people love the so-called white man. They love him to death, man, because he oppressed them. So now they look at their oppressor as the savior. It's like the battered women syndrome. That's why the Most High is already, this place has been smitten with plagues, man, and it's going to continue. See, when you go back and you read Moses when he was dealing with Pharaoh, Most High is dealing with the new Pharaoh, the so-called white man. He's sending plagues to this place, man, to destroy this beast. Let me show you why a lot of this took place. Give me that next video out.
I'll never forget the first time Miss Leanne saw you after you was born. She was just old enough to talk. She'd look at you and she'd say, "Why, Mary Bell, she looked just like a little nigger baby doll."
She gave me a doll once when I was sick. She was my best friend.
Can't be.
She was, Papa. The
Toby's a
bestest
smart
friend I ever
one.
had. Even if she be too Bob.
Don't you use that word, too, Bob. Do you be teaching her that African stuff?
Pause
Now
it
you
right
know.
there. You see how they use their movies to teach us we Africans, man? They would have never said, don't be teaching her that Israelite stuff. See, the brainwashing started a long time ago, man. As soon as they took that, once they destroyed us, then they started feeding us the knowledge they wanted us to have. But this is a part of it. But continue playing the video.
Master, don't hold with that. You want to see her work?
Don't worry, Mama. I don't see too bad when I'm with white folks.
Coulter don't have
I
his
said
fries,
that's
man. They done chopped his half his feet off. He can't even scoop no more.
You got to get up early before daylight, kids. You see, Missy Ann's all will be ready for her.
Yes, Mama.
And you see to it that the land irons be polished up and shiny, and
Mama ain't gonna know what that is.
His letters spell out my name. Missy Ann showed me when we used to play school. And she showed me about
See how the
Jesus
slaves
and
looked at each
Uriah.
other? They knew what would happen.
K-I-Z-Z-Y.
oh! Don't you never do nothing like that again. No reading, no writing, never ever, you hear me? White folks know a nigga can read and write. They see to it that nigga be worse and worse. That nigga be sold. Master Bean is fastest mover in Missy Ann this year. Happy as can be. And it's good for him and good for everybody. But you do nothing that will cause no trouble. Go sit and eat. Yes, Mama. Missy Ann knows.
Closet. Did y'all see him with pants on? See, I see everything. Do you see the women's with pants on? See, that's what's wrong with our people, man. Even some things that Esau give you, he can't hide the truth in some things. But when you go into Deuteronomy, we the only one fit that curse, ain't it? So these things are true. Play on now.
And right, she teach me. That was when you was children playing games. Now you all grown up. Are you saying that Missy Ann ain't gonna be my
Pause
friend?
it right there. Let me tell you something, man. Slave house never had a curio. What you call it? A China cabinet or something? Come on, man. They was living in shacks. See, Esau plays with you, though. The slave lived pretty good, didn't they, man? Big, nice kitchen table, man. They was probably in there eating on the floor. See, y'all, it's a mind game. Tradition of lies. Play on. Took the man out of Cooper. And
What I'm
told him.
saying, honey, is that when people is chilling, it don't matter who they is or what they is. But when they grow up, things can change, especially with black folks. You and Missy Ann, well, things could be different now. Oh, this ain't the same between you, don't you, Fred? No? You got enough love washing over you from your papa and from me that it won't make no never mind at all.
Father, you see who's running the house, don't you? See, it started way back then. Y'all don't even know that. That's why the houses are out of order. Play on. Oh, pause it. Let me ask you, sisters. Look at those two women. Tell me something that y'all see. Right. See, no weed, no laxy hair on them sisters, is it? See, it's not hard, man. Play on.
All right, Kitty. Oh, Kitty, you needn't be afraid. You keep my secret, but I'll keep yours.
Pause it. That's enough. Let's go to the scripture. Let's deal with that. You keep that secret, see. I tell you, man. See, our people love the enemy, man. The same, man. Let me tell you something. How can you love someone that enslaved your ancestors? Oh, that's so long ago. They still killing us with the gun. See, they just won't. They want to forget about it and not think about it, and just love master more than they love themselves. Read out. Sirach 12 and 10.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
The Bible say never, never ever trust the so-called white man or the other nation. They are our natural born enemy. You cannot trust your enemy. And that's the problem. Our people trust their enemy. Just like they do when let me tell you something. See, the black woman, she ain't been oppressed like the black man. Because the black man carried the seed, so he have to destroy the main source of where the children come from. That's why they got so much stuff in these foods now to try to destroy your system, man, so you won't be able to reproduce. Y'all better understand we fooling with an animal and say never trust your enemy. And the black man love to trust the man that's oppressing them. They're not worried about being in the ghettos, man. It ain't like we had a vote. Did we have a vote? I missed that vote, that referendum where we had to vote on staying in the hood. Somebody need to tell me when we had this vote where we just want to be shot down by the police, our civil rights taken from us. We don't have no rights here. This is a police state, man. That's why they conduct themselves like they do. Read on.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Or if you ever see iron rust, man, you're going to understand this man wicked as hell. The problem is the whole thing, a tradition of lies. This man don't taught us nothing but lies. Like that brother said, over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and just never stop, man. Then when you wake up to the truth, then everybody hating you because you teach the truth. Everybody hating you because you don't want to continue down that same road to nowhere. The yellow brick road to a big yellow brick wall. You're not going nowhere, man. You're not going to succeed here unless you turn yourself out here. A lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. It's simple. You have to become a homosexual. I'm just telling you the truth. Y'all, a lot of y'all look up to nothing but homosexuals, man. They don't care nothing about the neighborhoods. Name me what black entertainment group ever came to our neighborhood and did something. Name one sports entertainment group came to the neighborhood. But we'll love the people that don't give a care about you. They'll sell you their shoes. The white men will use them and they sell you their shoes for $300-400. You standing out in the cold all night to buy a pair of shoes called $10. Show you how ignorant our peoples are. Read on, now.
Though he humbled himself.
He gonna humble himself, especially when you catch him in a lie. Oh, he just, you ought to see how they can humble themselves. He's slick. Read.
And go crouching. Yet take good heed and beware of him.
The Most High say, beware of this enemy, man. And we got all this bickering going on in the nation, and nobody's focusing on the enemy. I am. I got an eye on the enemy, man. But nobody cares about their nation like the Israelites. That's why the Most High is raising up his nation. And he's going to destroy 2/3 of it. We're going to find out. Read on.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
No matter how he try to clean himself up, make himself look good to you, he the same devil that was raping your grandmother, man. He the same devil that was hanging your granddaddy, man. But see, we want to forget about that. We acting like the zebra changed his stripes. We acting like the snake got up and walked. We acting like the animals can change. They stay the same, man. But see, our people, they don't care about that. They thinking Esau don't change. Esau's still the devil.
That's right.
And this place still witchcraft. Let's go to When I Was a Slave, page 63. After When I Was a Slave, man, this book here, let's get it from a slave mouth about how they did them when they didn't want to read nothing, man, because they was reprogramming us to think the way they want us to think. Hey, I'll start right there and say, these white folks on page 63.
Out of the book when I was a slave, Mary Ella Granberry. The white folks didn't allow us to even look at a book.
They didn't allow you to even look at a book. Now we pick it up, they acting like something wrong with us. They didn't even allow you to look at a book, man. Because they never had books, man. They ain't got no history. Everything about them is stolen history. Them rats and roaches never had no books, man. Now you got all kind of books, love books, romantic books. All it is distraction. Read on.
They would scold us and sometimes whip us even if they caught us with our head in a book.
Man, they would beat you to death if you read a book, man. This slave remembers and they left records here for us. They would beat your back in if you was caught reading a book, man. Sometimes they would hang you. Just like they did Kizzy. They sold her to another plantation. Read on.
That is one thing I surely did want to do, and that was to learn how to read and write. Master Jim promised to teach us to read and write, but he never had the time.
Master, he wasn't planning on to teach them. How you gonna teach the slave that's smarter than you to read and write? See, because a lot of y'all don't know about all the uprising here because they never teach you that. They never teach you how they were down there in New Orleans. They'll never teach you that almost 7,000 of them about to raise up on these devils, man. Our nation was tired of being slaves, man. So I'm going to tell you something. Wicked people, they practice wickedness, man. So they just like, we'll let them out to change now. We don't destroy their mind and make them love us now. That's a part of the Willie Lynch system. That's why you go to some of these places and you see black people working there, they act worse than the Edomites. They'll try to treat you worse than that Edomite, man. That's why if you ever get pulled over by a black police officer, he gonna treat you worse than that Edomite, man. He gotta show out for master. See, they gotta show master they in with the system. Read on now.
There was but one church on the place where I had lived, and the colored and the white both went to it.
So, how is it that they still going to the same church system, man? A tradition of lies. The same setup, the same crosses out front, the same red devil carpet and seats inside, man. The same setup, and they still. And all they doing is teaching their children how to be dumb-dumbs just like the parents. Very illiterate nation, man, because they choose not to read. See, we read and hear. Read on out.
You know, we was never allowed to go to church without some of the white folks with us.
So how you going to learn about your God if you only know about their God? They're still pushing their God on us. Diablo. The so-called white man. So how is it that they still the same traditions? They go to church on Sunday the same. They go at the same time. They worship. They got Christmas programs in the churches. The same traditions. You go to school, they got Christmas in there. You go to the hospital, they got Christmas stuff up. You go to the police station, they got Christmas stuff up. And don't say nothing about your television, your magazines, and everything else. The same programming. That's why our nation is destroyed, man. Because they don't want to shake their dust off. Read on.
We weren't even allowed to talk with anybody from another form.
So you couldn't even talk to another black man coming to the church from another form. Programming, a tradition of lies. And when we call them out on it, they hate us for it, man. Because we tell them we're not slaves anymore, man. Our minds are free. Read on.
If you did, you got one of the worst whippings of your life.
Why is you beating on my sister or my uncle, man? Why are you beating on my granddaddy? We're tired of this mess, man. And nobody want to stand up. Everybody good being Uncle Tom, man. That's what you got at your jobs, a bunch of Uncle Toms. and a bunch of sellout Jezebel spirit sisters, man, with their pants too tight so they can't even think. But nobody cares but the Israelites. Proverbs 9:24. No, give me Job 9:24. Job 9:24.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So the Bible say, who is in control of the earth? The same people that's oppressing us, man. See, nobody want to deal with the scriptures. Everybody just want to love just to get along and get along. I don't want to lose my salary. Let me tell you something, man. I lose everything here to wake our peoples up. See, that's the difference in a man than a coward. See, that coward, he gonna die 1,000,000 times, man. Because he got to suck up the master to keep what he has, the crumbs that master give him. See, we tired of master crumbs, man. We waiting on, we got the kingdom next, man.
That's right.
We the richest peoples on the planet. When the black man figured out, start learning, he the richest man on the planet. Then he'll stop worrying about the so-called white man crumbs that he dishes out. Your little $100,000 a year job is garbage, man. Because guess what? He can cut you off. He can turn your water off at any time. But we love it. Read on.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Who did this? If the black people would only listen, man, and quit trying to fight us. If the sisters would listen and quit trying to fight us. Because I tell you what, when they shut the water off and the stores down, they're going to want to listen then. See, but my ears going to be turned off. I ain't got time for it. That's why I try to tell you, get yourself in together now and try to help your family, man. Because a lot of them going to starve out around here. You're going to see a lot of them eyes sitting in the back of their head almost. You see them children that they have on them African videos when they talk about feed the children. That's how a lot of them going to look over here, man. Because our people wicked as hell. They don't care about nothing but themselves. This is about a nation building. Give me 1 Maccabees 3:48. This is the biggest problem right here. This image, man. This image, we give you the scriptures so you're, you know, a lot of them don't have the Apocrypha. Because I know this one camp say, the Catholic Church said, how you listen to anything a bunch of pedophiles say, man? The Catholic Church is a nation of pedophiles. And people still send their children in there, man, to get raped, to get turned out by a bunch of pedophiles. And it's sad. Read that out.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law.
See, this is nothing but a book of laws, man. It ain't got nothing to do with Christianity, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, Sunday service, Baptist service, non-denomination. This is a book of laws. But they will never teach you that because your church is a part of the same tradition of lies. But see, our people caught up in it, so let them die with it. Read.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
See, the heathens is the other nation. And there's only one nation that did it. The so-called white man. I ain't never seen a Buddhist Jesus, a Japanese, Chinese. You see one with the Luciana eyes up there, you know. Never seen an African Jesus. Only the so this let you know who these peoples are that did these things. Give me Jeremiah 5:15. See, you can't love. That's the problem with our people, man. White men be stomping their guts out and they holler, I love you, man. Why you do me like this? See, but see, we tell the truth in here. And people hate us. I don't care about your hating. Christ said, you know they hated me before they hated you. So, you know, this is a part of the job. You're going to get hated. If you're not getting hated on, so you ain't doing something right. We're not going to be like some of these other schools, man. And I'm sick of them, like GOCC, man. A bunch of effeminate thugs up in there, man. a bunch of soft Negroes in there practicing Christianity like ROG. The gloves are coming off, man, because we as spiritual war in Israel are getting dummied down by the same tradition. When you see a man sitting up and he got a beard on his face, you should run from him. When you see people that's in a school, they ain't got fringes on, and the brother told me, man, I went to the IOG, I had my fringes on, they put me out. I'm like, wow. I heard the dude call saying out of his own mouth, if he don't wear fringes out because if he was going to get a bank loan, nigga, if your credit was good, you should be able to go in and get a bank loan. Why are you worried about your fringes? I'm sick of these coons out here, man, leading our people to destruction. Because if Christ gave me the power, I'd be putting a lot of them to sleep, man. I wouldn't have no pity on them, man. Some of these false prophets out here. Read out
the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 15. Lo, I will bring a nation upon you from afar, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. It is a mighty nation.
So who is this? That didn't happen to them fake bagel nose, hook nose Jews over there, man. You got put in that land by a 1948 British mandate. We still under this curse. Them hook nose over there having homosexual parades, man. In our homeland. Kosher pork, kosher cigarettes. A bunch of rats, low-life, degenerates. Read on.
It is an ancient nation.
This is an ancient nation. Started with the Greeks, then the Romans. Read on.
A nation whose language thou knowest not.
When them slaves come over here, they didn't understand nothing Master was saying because they were speaking Latin at that time. We were still speaking Hebrew. They didn't understand a word, man. Why you think the brainwashing, the tradition of lies? Soon as that first child was born, they sold it to another plantation. They wanted to first destroy the family. Then let me tell you something. Up north, they act like nothing goes on. They were barbecuing our brothers up there, man. Then let me tell you how they do on the plantation. They take the biggest, strongest buck. So that means Captain the Bear would have been the first. They tore him down, beat him to death, man, and the rest of the dudes, you know, somebody like the little weak mans. That's why most High want our stirrer mans in the truth, man. Not afraid to step up and die. Some of these cats are too busy worrying about their wardrobes or their household. Christ came and put his life on the line for the nation. Why can't you? See? But that's how it is, man. Read on.
Neither understanding what they say.
We didn't understand what they were saying, man, how they was plotting to rape our sisters. That's why people don't know what the Amazing Grace is all about. It's about a young black girl, Israelite girl, 12 years old, tired of being raped on them ships, jumped off the side of the ship and broke her neck. And these Negroes will be up in them churches with that same tradition. Amazing Grace. And then they sitting up there with Barack Obama, man. A Hamite. They love to be around people that they notice on the TV. These are some associate niggas. They want to be associated with anybody that's got $1 in their pocket. So what's wrong with our people, man? Wicked as hell, man. Wicked as hell. Give me Isaiah 65:13. Like I say, I'm tired of these soft schools and stuff that's going on out here, man. Don't let me catch you out on the corner. I'm going to blast you. I'm sick of it, man. Too many weeks. Then you got, I remember, I debated IOG once before. Negroes in there with suits and bow ties on, man. I debated GOCC about the mixing of the marriage. They incorporate that because the head guy here in Dallas, he's married to an Edomite man. Dude told me I had a demon on me because I was cutting him to death. That's how wicked these people are, man. Don't call me in for a debate and don't be prepared. I'm going to come in ready because I got the power behind me. Read up
the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, my servants shall eat.
Man, they give us crumbs around here, man. We eat the worst foods. We get most of all your food's full of GMOs.
That's right.
Your fruit's full of GMOs. The water got fluoride in it, man. And we ain't worried about nothing but entertaining our flesh here. Read.
But ye shall be hungry.
Our people still starving, man. You get your food stamps on the first of the month. By the end of the month, that family ain't got no food to eat. And we still worried about going out here celebrating with our enemies, man. That show you a selfish nigga, man. And I hate selfish peoples, man. You're not worried about the welfare of your peoples. Read on.
Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Summertime, they sitting over there, man. Ain't no water in the house. Who cares? Nobody. They too busy want to be at a football game somewhere, man. Somewhere out playing some stupid stuff, man, and not caring about their peoples. See, I care about them. I'm willing to do what our Lord and Savior did. I'm willing to die for our nation.
That's right.
I step it out there if it takes for them to wake up, man. Because I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick of these little children going through this. Some of you cowards, man. Some of you don't care about your own people. You'll give that little Edomite a drink of water, that little red, white devil a drink of water before you give it to your own nation. That's how softball we don't got. Read on.
Behold, my servants shall rejoice.
These Negroes rejoicing right now. They ain't getting ready for the Super Bowl. They've been Christmas, Thanksgiving, the New Year's in the middle of the winter. Ain't nothing new, but everything is dead. They rejoicing, man, on crumbs. That's what's going on with our people, man. Selfish as hell, man. I have never seen a selfish ass peoples, man. Don't care nothing but nobody but themselves. That's coward, man. Read on.
But ye shall be ashamed.
They're going to be ashamed soon, man. When they see this black man rise up around here. They're going to be ashamed when they see the nation start coming together, man. That's fighting against us. And they're going to be ashamed when they see that black man coming through the clouds, man.
That's right.
They're going to be ashamed, man. They don't want to come back. We go out there and knock on people's doors. Well, we celebrate Christmas for the children's. No, you celebrate it because it's a tradition, you dummy. You just a tradition that teach the children's lies. And they'll defend them lies to the death. But when the Most High cut their water and their food off, they going to call on it. But see, the gates are going to be shut down. It's too late. Read.
Behold, my servants shall sing for joy.
They go to church every Sunday, man. They sing for joy every Sunday. And then they be out there when they protest, we shall overcome. What you gonna overcome, man? It's still killing us. What are you gonna overcome? No justice, no peace, no justice. Black lives matter. No, Israelites matter, man. We ain't with that black. That's pushed by a bunch of homosexuals anyway. A lot of people don't know what's going on, man, because they blinded. Because you still in traditions. Read on up.
But ye shall cry for sorrow of heart.
They're going to be crying for sorrow of heart, man. The killing. Sandra Bland, Mike Brown. No justice, no peace. That's the problem with our people, man. Weak. And most of the men in these homes, very effeminate, man. I know they probably see me out, man. There you go, right there. That nigga there, but I can't stand him. Nigga, you be just weak. You just weak, man. We at war right now, man. We need mans. Read.
And shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Man, they're going to howl for vexation of spirit, man. They're going to be in anger, man. And they're going to have indignation. They're going to be going through everything because they want to celebrate Christmas. They out here stealing to try to celebrate a Christmas, man. You already know the deck is stacked against you. And you still will go out there and play the dumb Edomite games, man. He set up for you. He set them stores right there so you can come in there and he set them right out there for you. Come on in here and get your stealing on, man. Got all kind of buzzing tins up and hid everywhere. To celebrate Christmas, man, they go pawn their title to their cars. They go sell the notes on their houses to buy them children, wicked children, some Christmas gift. Traditions. Read on.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen.
See, ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. What do we call them? We got all kind of names that we can't trace nowhere back. They don't understand they're under curse, man. I'm playing professional football. I made it. How many times we see nigga broke? How many times they done made $100 million and they broke? Sammy Davis Jr. was an entertainer. Did all the cooning and being an oak that he could. He died broke. Tupac what? Died broke. They all die. Why they all still go to the penitentiary? Look at Bill Cosby. They gonna do the same thing, man. Let me tell you something. These entertainers don't got money. They put them in a house. Good nigga. You lead your people to slow. They give them a few cars. Good nigga. See, nobody like the truth, man. Then as soon as they piss them off or they say something, hand over the keys. He gets to crying. I'll do anything you want me to do. I'm just telling you how they get down, man. So when you sitting up telling me something about somebody said that ain't out here standing out there in the street corners, I don't want to hear it. That's right. Because they ain't doing nothing for us, man. Some guy that was playing on Big Mama House, I don't know his name. But as soon as he say he in the truth, they got him all on Facebook, man. What corner is he out on? Is he out teaching? But they'll post him all over the place. They just looking for a hero, man. And all they gonna find is zeros. See, the real heroes are the ones out there standing out there in the cold, out there in the heat, out there with their back hurt, out there with blisters on their feet, man, trying to reach out. And y'all hate us for it. Read on,
For the Lord God shall slay thee.
See, the Most High is going to kill them, man. Because they're wicked. 2/3 are already got a contract with death. Read.
And call his servants by another name.
And what are they called by?
And call his servants by another name.
Give me Daniel's 1 and 4. Let me show you something, man. Let me show you how they like to see Esau. Why do you think the school system is set up the way it is? What you got there? A, B, C, D, and F students, right? Which ones he gonna pick? He gonna pick the A students. He gonna give them a little token reward. He gonna make them feel good about themselves. See, Esau is a master of tricks. It's the same thing just continue to go on. Give them a little scholarship. You know, they can go to any university. Go to any of them homosexual universities. Read that out.
The book of Daniel, chapter 1, verse 4. Children in whom was no blemish.
See, that's how they look at the ones that's making A's and the ones that can. And then you have to understand, when you understand all the liquor, everything that Esau enjoys, we created it. We invented it. See, they look at them as children with no blemish. See, what you think Chicken George was? Chicken George made Massa good money in it. Because Chicken George can make that cock fight in it. See, you have to understand, as long as you're doing something for them, they okay. See, when you go in there and tell Massa, I want to start my own business. Nigga, what the? Massa been there acting like Scarface when he was talking to that brother with that phone in his hand. He can't even compose himself. This nigga here telling me something. What? See, when you go to thinking for yourself, they don't want that. They want you to think like a slave, man. Read on.
But well favored.
Well favored, read.
And skillful in all wisdom.
See, they understand we without us, America would never be America. See, a lot of y'all don't understand that. We the architects around here. We the bankers. We everything to this place. And they treat us like second-class citizens. That's why America got the burn. Read on.
And cunning in knowledge.
Cunning in knowledge, man. Where do you think it come from? Why do you think they go to the schools and pick out the smartest ones? Because they see that they're applying themselves to his system. See me, this is where I was in school. Class over with, let me out of here, man. They ain't teaching nothing about me in here. I can't deal with it. Christopher killing Columbus, who? See, I'm just telling you the truth, man. Read on.
And understanding science.
And understanding science, man. How you think they going back and forth out there in outer space? It's us. We did this. When you're the greatest peoples on the planet, this planet can't even survive without you. Black people don't know who they are. But then when you tell them they're the greatest, they don't want to hear that. No, Master, he's great too. Master can drop dead, man.
That's right.
That's how I feel about your Master. That's the thing with us. We always want to include someone in with what we're doing. See what the Most High is calling us back as a nation. We're not going to be like GOCC and have all kind of Edomites up in our school, man. I know it will make some of y'all uncomfortable. What do we fight for? We got the enemy sitting in here side by side with us, man. We're not going to be like Pastor Dow, man, because I don't did the research, Pastor Dow. I know your great-granddaddy was an Edomite, man. So you're an Edomite too, so that's why you love Edomites, man. See, they take like Creflo Dollar, man. He know how to, he cunning with words, man. He know how to flex their spirit. That's why you got most of them people that go to them big churches, man. They be the ones that have all the good jobs. Y'all don't even realize that, do you? It's all a show. Somebody come up there and they got what's your name over here? Oh, they just got them a new Benz. The next week, that same wicked spirit gonna have them a newer Benz. That's all the church teach you, how to be wicked as hell. Read on up.
And such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, in whom they might teach the learning of the tongue of the Chaldeans.
Chaldeans, man. Babylonian. Jump down to verse 7.
Verse 7. Unto whom the prince gave eunuchs. Unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names. For he gave unto Daniel the name Belteshazzar, and unto Hananiah of Shadrach, and unto Mishael Meshach, and unto Azariah of Abednego.
So, what happened? They went through the same course we going here. What happened to Toby? Kunta Kinte. They start putting that whip on him. What's your name? Kunta Kinte. Another 100 licks. Oh. What's your name? Kunta Kinte. The last 50. What's your name? Man, you could have told me. I should have told you this about an hour ago. I'm just telling you. They did the same thing here, but I'm going to show y'all, man. The 13 colonies were set up by us. So some of these last names you got come from Britain, man. There's a lot of research that I do that I'm still putting together. A lot of your last name come from over there in Britain, man. Esau don't have no last name. He's just the devil. Give me this video too, Roots, right quick. I just want to, let me show you something, man. Just 46 seconds.
When we talk about the wealth of the South, we're talking about wealth in enslaved human beings. In fact, those enslaved human beings in the pre-Civil War period range, depending on the year, between 15 and 20% of the total wealth in the U.S. That means that enslaved people are worth more than all the factories, all the stocks and bonds, and all the currency combined. In the 1850s, an enslaved young man about 18, 19, 20 years old in New Orleans goes for anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500. If we account for inflation, that $1,000, $1,500 actually is equivalent to about $230,000 to $250,000. It's a ton of money.
And they are sold.
That's it. See, y'all don't know the truth, man. You come here, you're going to get the truth. You Negroes don't even make $200,000 in a lifetime. You don't understand. You still the best commodity on the slave trade, on the stock market, man. They probably got it under a different code where we don't know about it. But your social security number is your prison number. See, a lot of y'all don't know these things. What you need with a social security number for? Did we have it back in Israel? No. These are just methods used by the so-called white man to keep track of us and keep how much he make off us. Because when you go to their job and you make your living easily less than $200 a day, he probably don't make about $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 off you. When you go to McDonald's and you making $8 an hour, man, when you just sit up in there, just ring up one customer. You don't made your salary. You don't ring up about 100 in that hour. You still slaves here. But see, we proud niggas, man, because we got a job and a car and a badge now. See, we don't understand how this man is playing games on us. Same traditions. The white man understands our mind. Psalms 83:1. He understands how to destroy your mind, make you love him, and make you hate your own people. Most High left all this for us. Man with an evil eye, very tender. That's why these brothers out here, man, read out
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silent, O God.
That's what we saying, man. Come here and destroy this place. That's why we're calling on our nation to wake up. Y'all the greatest peoples on the planet, man. All you got to do is come back and turn to your God. And stop and see, because some of them got so many idols, man. But that's their problem. They've been robbed and spoiled. Read on up.
Hold not thy peace, and be not still.
Don't be
O God.
still. Read on.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Some people don't even understand what that scripture just said. See, read that scripture again.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee,
Hold up, they what?
and they that hate thee,
Some people don't know the so-called white man hate our God, man. Some people don't know the Africans hate our God, man. Some people don't understand the children of Lot, Ammon and Moab hate our God, man. Some people just don't know this because they taught traditions here. John 3:16. You ask them what John 3:15 say, it's like crickets. See, and it's world. That world, when you look up that word world, it means got 17 different meanings. Which one does it mean? When it say world, it's talking about a nation. The world of Israel only. But see, traditions. Esau looks for the scriptures to pull to continue brainwash. Because the first thing they're going to pull, I ain't heard John 3:16 in a while. I guess we're going to probably snuff that one out, because that's the first thing they used to run up. The John 3:16! God loves what God so loved the world. See? Read on now.
have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
See, crafty counsel, man. Israel don't want to accept that. How you going to be in the same school with your enemies? They have taken crafty counsel. They have used every low-down, dirty trick in the book. They have flooded our neighborhoods with drugs. Now back in their neighborhoods. Most High wise ain't. You do this to my children, I'm going to destroy yours. That's why you got all them Edomites on meth and everything else out there. See? Where do you think who do you think cooked up crack? It was some of our brothers? Don't believe that New Jack City crap. It was two Edomites probably in a lab somewhere. Let's see how we can destroy me more. I'm going to tell you, before crack came on the scene, our people was doing pretty good. I'm telling you, it was like neighborhoods, trees, horses, they had everything. Crack came through the neighborhood, you can see straight down the street because it was empty. And they used us to push it on them, then locked us up for it. See, your enemy, read that again.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel for centuries. Who you think put the pimps up? How to be a hustler. The movies, man. They have destroyed us. Mentally, man. Physically. They have destroyed us in every way possible. And we accept it today still. Read on.
And consulted against thy enemies.
And consulted, man. They got together and said, we are going to destroy them, man. When you go into Lamentation 2:16, they say this was the day we look for, because they know we are the greatest. Read on.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Come and let us cut them off. In every city, every state, they practice the same racism thing, man. And the black woman, she don't curl, man, because it doesn't affect her as long as she can go up there and grin in this devil face. You go to Japan, they got racism commercials, man. You go down there to Mexico, they do the same thing. Everywhere you go, they look at all the stuff they've been pushing lately, man. They continue to put this right up in our face, and our peoples continue to walk with their head down. That's a coward spirit, man. I don't care how much money you got in your bank, you're a coward. Because you ain't got nothing in your bank when you ain't got gold to back it. Read on.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So they cut us off so our name will be no more remembrance. Why do you think they keep changing your nationality, man? We Afro-American now. African-American now. Before we was Afro. You remember the Afro? You know, the pink with the fist on the back of it? What was we before that? Black. What was we before that? Negro. What was we before that? Coons on some of them people's birth certificates, man. Go look at your great-great-great-grandmas and them birth certificates. I'm telling you the truth, man. Grab the council. This is a tradition of lies to destroy the minds of the greatest peoples on the planet. Deuteronomy 28:48. They don't care about you, but we love them. Oh, Becky. Becky can drop dead, man. I'm just telling you, man, I wouldn't shed a tear. Because that was the same Becky was probably down there. And where was that? Glen Rose or Melrose? What's that down there? Rosewood. Talking about some black man raped her. See, y'all don't understand that the so-called white woman don't play no major part in this. A lot of uprising because some nasty flea bag dog talking about somebody touched her. Oh, don't say that about them, man. That hurt me right there. You know, you ain't got to be so hard on Becky. Becky can drop dead, like I said. I wouldn't shed a tear, man. See, I'm about our nation. I guess y'all don't really know the prophets. Y'all really don't know your Bible. Read out
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 38. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
So when you wake up in the morning, man, you got to go pay rent. You're serving your enemy. When you have to go to a job that you don't feel like going to, why do you go? Because you got to serve your enemy to pay bills. See, it took about $1,000 a month to house a slave. So they give you a few crumbs more now, and you feel like you got it made. Showing you, man, we destroyed it. So they put some house. See, that's why they had the house Negroes in the house, man. See, the house Negro gonna tell Master everything. Yeah, Master, they ain't out there working hard enough. See, anything you trying to do, man, it's always gonna be there. So the Most High is sifting the house Negroes out of here. Out from the nation, because they are part of the 2/3 club. Read on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So why do you think we're in the worst neighborhoods, man? Why do you think we catching hell the most? Why do you think we on the bottom? Why do you think we don't care about each other? Why do you think we don't even speak to each other when we see each other? See, because we love the man that's doing it to us. We'll speak to Master. I've seen it. I've been in the store. Sister walked right past. Oh, no. She see Master. She just chills go up her spine, man. She want to make sure she speak to Master. Walk past me and roll her eyes. I wouldn't care. Because I'm going to snatch your weave off soon.
That's right.
Read on.
In hunger.
In hunger, man. We got to go to our enemies. Some people don't care about eating that GMO foods, man. Some people don't care about poisoning their own people. Because they too busy worried about living the luxury life. They trying to be like the Joneses around here. You would never have the money Jerry Jones got. So you can quit trying. And stop playing the lottery, man. It's all rigged too. See, Just like they had the scheme out about the monopoly, the McDonald's thing, monopoly. It's all rigged too. They're not letting you out the hood. It's not all good. And if you do move out the hood, you'll find nigger on your garage door as soon as you move in their hood. I'm just telling you the truth. Why not move? Why are all these athletes never go back to the neighborhoods they come from and build houses? Why the black doctors not in their black neighborhoods having free clinics for the people? Why the black dentists not doing the same thing, man? Why nobody in the profession of the Black Police Association, the Black Firefighters Association, doing anything for their neighborhoods? Bunch of sellouts. Why can they move back stay in their neighborhoods and help build their neighborhoods, man? No, they got to go over here where they can see Lil Becky and Lil Timmy. We're not going to play that Martin Luther King. We're not going to play that I Had a Dream thing. See, that's what they want us to do because he was a sellout. See, everybody that you see that they put on television was a sellout. Even Malcolm X, I hate to tell you this. They were just set up by the enemy. And when they don't want to act right, he put a bullet in their head. That's what it is. So he can't touch us. We're not out here playing both sides of it, playing both nations. That's how our peoples are, man. They'll play both sides. Look at Al Sharpton. He playing both sides. Something happened, here he come with his slick grease back hair having ass. Telling us to calm down, let the court systems. See, come Jesse Jackson on speaking to him. See, y'all look up to these people, man. I only look up to our forefathers. See, I look up at the prophets, man. Those are my heroes. I ain't got a hero out here. See, my heroes are the ones laid their life down for their nation. Them heroes to me. The ones y'all got as heroes are cowards. That's the truth. Read on.
And in thirst.
Then I'm going to tell you something. These two things that they know you need the most, that food and water. I'm going to tell you something. I've been seeing Walmart's kind of empty lately. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling y'all, man. They're shutting down stores like it's at 2 a.m. the last call for alcohol. Read on.
And in nakedness.
In nakedness. You got to go to your enemy for everything. But since they set everything up, they just make you feel like you're a part. Let me ask you this. How many Edomites be out there standing in line to buy some Jordan tennis shoes? It's only our people. They don't make y'all wonder? Why do you think we all fighting over the same low-paying wage jobs? We at work together, we got an attitude with each other. Because you don't have one want to show master. You be trying to do your work, he come through there and run over you. Kill you trying to get your master here good work. Just telling you the truth, man. I'm telling you what I don't see with my own eyes. Read on.
And in want of all things.
In want of all things, man. Anything you need, you got to go to your enemy. Ain't that a dreadful feeling? To the people that hate you and your God? You got to go to your enemy. But some of us, we're past now, man. You got to go to your enemy in wants of all things. Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
See, when he brought us over here in slavery, when he had put that iron upon our neck, when he mentally destroyed us, then he took it out. I heard Cap and I talk about that all the time. You know, he put the dog collar on the dog, he run, and the dog, shocks him to death. So after a while, he got it then, so you take it off. He ain't running past that imaginary line. He's going to stay a good dog. So you've been trained well, Israel. You've been trained to hate yourself. You've been trained to think the lowest of yourself. That's why I see a lot of our people depressed. You've been trained to think nothing good about yourself because there's nothing good out here in this world about you. You've been trained to think the lowest of your own people. To think that you shouldn't even deal with them. Let me tell you something. See, I'd probably slap Martin Luther King neck backwards, man. We had our own restaurants. Why we need to go eat in their restaurant to prove something, man? What kind of madness is this? That let you know how brainwashed our peoples are. He got to get killed for nothing. To go eat in a nasty, stinking Edomite restaurant, man. That's how crazy it is. But we can be equal with them when they hate you. He's a paid agent. See, all their heroes are zeros. See, when you're a zero, you get a statue. When you're a zero, you get a star in Hollywood. When you're a zero, you get in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Ask me what the Pro Football Hall of Fame doing for our nation. Jim Brown them, Jerry Rice them. What are they doing? The NBA Hall of Fame. What are they doing for our nation? They ain't sitting back laughing at y'all, man. You sit around walking around with a shirt with his pitch on it. That's your God. Matthew 11:28. This is what we got to do, Israel. We got to come back to our God, man. See, Esau don't took that yoke off them. Let me see what Christ say about his yoke. Read out
the book of St. Matthew, chapter 11, verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden.
Heavy laden, man. Some of us, we dying on these jobs. Some people dragging themselves in just to work. Just think about grandma, man. She had to catch 90 buses just to get over to this Edomite neighborhood, man, just to go clean his house. Some people don't care about that, man. That's why the Most High is, I understand. What about your granddaddy? What about when they say they freed us, then they pass laws about vagrancy just to arrest our people and make them do the change game? Nobody cares about that, do they? See, I speak on it all. What about when they were feeding our children down there, the alligators, man? Nah, I'm gonna be at the next Detroit or the next Dallas Cowboy game. I'm gonna be at the next Mavericks game. I wouldn't give Mark Cuban a penny, man. See, that's how I think. That's how you should think. They don't rob us enough, but you still go in there, grin right in the mouth. He'll spit right in your food when you go and eat it. When you know you got enemies, you should trust them. But you still trust your enemy to go in there and give your money. Where it takes you 40 hours to make $400, but you'll go right in there and pay $200 and some dollars for some joys. That just show you how the level of our mind, the thinking that we have today. Read on,
and I will give you rest.
See, that's the only way you're going to get rest. See, you're going to stay stressed out around here because you still got the mind of a nigger. See, until you put that nigger off and put the Israelite on, you're going to still stay stressed and depressed. See, I always tell the police when they come out there messing with us, they're not here to serve and protect. They're there to arrest and oppress. That's what your police, it ain't nothing but the patty patrollers. Now they got a few stepping fetches working for them, and ain't they proud. Read on.
Take my yoke upon you.
He said, take his yoke. See, we want to take everything else. Read.
And learn of me.
See, they don't want to do that. They want to continue being wicked. Let me tell you something, man. I know you go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow. I know you go to sleep tomorrow and wake up the next day. I know you go to sleep the next week and wake up. I know you go to sleep the next month, the next year and wake up. But one day you're going to wake up into judgment. Then what you going to do? You're going to see some austere men standing around. Let me tell you something. We're not going to be showing no pity because we was out here warning you. And you didn't take heed. So when he say snatch your neck out your socket, I'm not going to waste no time. You're not even going to get a word out. I'm going to be right on you. I'm not going to shed a tear, man. See, because we want that on. Let me tell you something. People don't understand how we go out there and stand on that concrete. How it hurts our bodies. They don't understand how we go out there 40 degrees temperature. hands can't even pull the scriptures. They don't understand how we out there in a 900-degree temperature, out there on some concrete, out there trying to call them in, and they reject the power. Then you think we're supposed to shed tears when you talk about your stomach and your back. Not me. My mind is hard to you. I'm sorry. But it's a thin line. Either you're going to be over here with Christ or you're going to be over there with death. Read on out.
For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls.
You can't find rest unto your soul out there, but read on.
For my yoke is easy.
So Most High saying, Christ saying, my yoke is easy.
And my burden is light.
And his burden is light. Why you want to keep going through what you're going through with that heavy yoke on you? Why? Why you want to keep going through the same torment day after day? Husband, wife, nobody know how to act in the house. It's just madness. Children don't want to get right. I tell you what, I'll be like this. That's how that door gonna hit them. I'm not gonna play with nobody, man. I'm just telling you. See, a lot of y'all ain't really seen the prophets yet. See, the Spirit is on us again. And we're not going to play games. That's what's wrong with our peoples. Give me Jeremiah 5:19. They wanted like Burger King. They wanted their way. Oh, no, I'll be a part. I'm an Israelite, but I don't want to keep no commandments. I'm an Israelite, but I want to be a nigga. I'm an Israelite, but I want to smoke a cigarette. I'm an Israelite, but I want to be a whore. I'm an Israelite. I want to go to do what I want to do. But when Christ gets here, you just a dead light. Read up
the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 19. And it shall come to pass.
It's going to come to pass. Read.
When ye shall say, wherefore doth the Lord our God all these things unto us?
Read on.
Then shalt thou answer them, like as ye have forsaken me.
See, they always forsaking the power. See, I'm going to tell you something. This is a lifestyle, Israel. See, I practice this. I want to be great at being what I used to be. You can't be great at what you used to be if you still got a nigga in you. You can't be 99% Israelite. You're going to die 99% nigga. Read on.
And serve strange gods.
And do they what?
And serve strange gods.
They love to serve strange God. Whatever you love, read on.
In your land.
Read.
So shall ye serve strangers in a land that is not yours.
So they don't understand we serving strangers, man. These people hate us. They don't scatter us into the four corners. They have did everything that they could to destroy us mentally. They never thought that we would wake up. They always thought that we would just be good, just being niggas in the neighborhood. They always thought we would just be good, taking them low-paying jobs and being treated bad. They always thought that we would just continue for this forever. They never really thought about we would wake up. See, we right now, we ain't ready to walk. We at spiritual war with them. We out here casting down all the lies that they have taught in our nation. Read on out.
Declare this in the house of Jacob, and publish it in Judah, saying.
He said, declare this and publish it, man. He said, go tell the nation, man. Go teach the nation. I don't care how they like it. Read.
Hear now this, O foolish people.
No, he said they educated.
O foolish people.
He said they foolish, man. Read.
And without understanding.
They have no understanding of what's going on here, man. We've been persecuted here, man. And they don't care. Read.
Which have eyes and see not.
They have eyes and see all the atrocities that happen, man. Black men get shot down. They continue doing their wickedness. They don't care. Read.
Which have ears and hear not.
And hear the conversation of white man. Nigger. I don't care. Read.
Fear ye not me.
Hold on. He said what?
Fear ye not me.
He said, because these people don't want knowledge. Fear ye not me. Read.
Saith the Lord. Will ye not tremble at my presence?
Will ye not tremble at... Hold up. Wait till the clouds split. Oh, man. I'm telling you. It ain't going to be no joke around here. We know.
Which have placed the sand for the bound. which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass, that it cannot pass it.
Who did this? The white man can't do it. Your God did it. Why you think the sea's still out there, man? Y'all don't understand the power. Read on.
Though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass it over. But this people has a revolting and a rebellious heart.
They have what?
A revolting and rebellious heart.
Talking about the Israelites, man. No matter how much we out here putting in this work, we always, first thing we out there in the street corner, oh man, I'm gonna come. Knowing that, why you lie? I'm gonna get right. Why you lie? My favorite saying out there, that's a lie. See, I know they ain't gonna do nothing, man. And you know what my spirit cries for? That the greatest thing that don't came into our nation, and they reject the truth. Read on.
They are revolted and gone.
They are revolted and gone. You got Israelites out here now, got Israelites, this is nigger camps. They going after sisters. They got all kind of doctrines. They doctrine change week to week. They ain't got no foundation. And people gravitate to this. But see, Yahushua said if it was possible, they would fool the very elect. Some of y'all gonna get taken soon, man. Because your spirit ain't right. You ain't trying to serve your God. Our job is to be a nation and go out here and wake up the nation. Our job ain't to be up amongst each other and cause some strife. Our job is to be one in mind. But see, we don't want order. What do you think Christ's going to get here? It's going to be pure order. Read on.
Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord our God.
See, they don't say that in their heart, man. Their mind is just gone, man. Read.
That giveth rain.
That giveth rain, man. They don't understand who gives rain. How you think you eating, man? Oh, the white man did it. Oh, whitey, thank you. You can go on Walmart and slide your food stamp card. I'm good, and I'm good, man. How you think they getting that food? Your God is doing it. They all power. Read.
Both the former and the latter.
Both former and the latter times, man. Read.
In his season, he reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest.
So who you think? How you think the so-called white man know anything? We taught him everything. He didn't know how to grow nothing when he got here. So you got to understand, it's your God that's doing all these things for us. Some of you, that's why he say you're proud, man. That's why he say he got to kill you. Give me this next video, man. Let me show you what Malcolm X say. I'm going to tell you something. This is why they killed the brother, because he started waking up. But he always had good speeches, man. And I like to hear his speeches. Play it out.
Also, this man was so-called Negro, he was constituted over the white man.
See?
He never sees beyond the white man. He never sees beyond America. He never looks at himself, although he puts into things on the world stage. He only can see himself here in America, on the American stage, or the white stage, where the white man is in the majority, where the white man is the boss. So this type of Negro always feels like he's outnumbered, or he's the underdog, or he's the minority. And they put him in the role of whatever. Cousin, humble, uncle, Tom, brother, or anything that he says is, that should be his by right. Whereas there is, when it comes, he wants to be an American rather than to be black. He wants to be something other than what he is. And he learned that America is a white country. He knows he can't be black
Turn it down a little bit.
and be an American too. So he never calls himself black. He calls himself an American Negro. A Negro in America. And usually with the language on race, his own color, just to be a second-class American.
That's
So
it,
the
man.
language on
Let me finish. Let me go to Isaiah 42:16. In these times, a lot of expounding, a lot less scriptures. Read that out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 16. And I will bring the blind by a way that they do not.
See, the power was doing this, man. Because our mind was destroyed with traditions. We was blinded just like the nation, our peoples out there. But when I was searching for this, because I knew someone right. Something was just not right here. I have been all over the United States. And I'm like, man, why is it time I go every place our people's in the worst part and get treated by the police the worst? When you don't care about that, man, you just an Uncle Tom. I'm going to just tell you straight up. And the blind out there with these Uncle Tom pastors now, and they hate us for the truth. They don't even try to consider, man. I just showed you they worried about showing Master he's a good nigga. Play, read on out.
I will lead them in paths that they have not known.
See, y'all don't understand the power is leading us. How you think he gonna lead us? He gonna put mans down here that's gonna stand for him. What you think Psalms 94:16 say? See, who's gonna stand up for me against the evildoer? That's the power is doing everything. Read.
And I will make darkness light before them.
See, he's making darkness light. See, we was all in darkness and lies, man. He's bringing everything to the light where we can see. What's wrong with all people that they can't clear their eyes out, man? Read on.
And crooked things straight.
He's going to make all the lies straight, man. Read.
These things will I do unto them and not forsake them.
He's not going to leave us alone, man. We're rolling with the greatest power on the planet, man. We're rolling with the most high in the sun, Yahweh Shah. But you still want to roll with your enemy that's going to die soon. Read on.
They shall be turned back.
They say they going to be turned back. All the lies that they don't been taught, they're going to be turned back to who they were. Read.
They shall be greatly ashamed.
They're going to be greatly ashamed, the ones that's got to die, man. And some of them that's going to wake up, they're going to be greatly ashamed how they treated their own people too. Some of these jailers, police officers, people that's working in their court system, man, they're going to be greatly ashamed, man. Read.
That trusted graven images.
And then the ones that trusted Babylon. Read.
That say to the molten images, ye are our gods.
That's their gods, man, but read on.
Hear, ye deaf.
See what's wrong with them?
Hear, ye deaf.
Some of them deaf, man. Read.
Look, and look, ye blind, that ye may see.
See, we out there warning them. Read on.
Who is blind?
Who is blind? Read.
But my servant.
But my servant, but my nation. Read.
Or deaf, and my messenger that I sent. Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant, seeing many things, but thou observest not.
They don't observe not, man. Read.
Opening the ears, but he heareth not.
See, they don't hear. They hear us out there. They see us out there. Read.
The Lord is well pleased for his righteousness' sake.
He's well pleased because we standing up, man. Read.
He will magnify the law and make it honorable. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
They don't understand. They all they riches. They study chasing their tail to be rich here. When the man done stole all their gold, all their silver, done stole their nationality. They done stole everything about our nation, and we're about to get it back. That's why I say they robbed and spoiled, because they want crumbs. They like to get the crumbs off master table. Read.
They are all of them snared and hold.
They don't understand everything you do is a trap around here. You get a house, it's a trap, because if you don't pay the mortgage or the taxes, they come take it back. You get a car, and if you don't got insurance on it, they pull you over, they take it from you. Snares and holes, man. Read on.
And they are hid in prison houses.
What is America?
In prison houses.
See, in the Jamaica, wherever we at, Brazil, these are prison houses to us, man. Some of us, we can move around a little bit. See, the hard-headed ones, they got to lock them down 24/7. Read on.
They are for a prey.
We are here just for a prey, man, as going to the slaughter. Read.
And none deliver.
Nobody say deliver us, man. Now nation have spoken up for the Israelites. Read on.
For a spoil,
For a spoil, man. They don't stole everything you own. Read.
and none said, Restore.
Nobody said restore us our kingdom back, man. Nobody said restore us our gold, our nationality, our identity back. Read on.
Who among you will give ear to this?
See, some of us, we in this truth. Some people's in the truth. Oh, that's just, their ear, they must got wax in their ear. I don't understand. Read.
Who will hearken and hear for the time to come?
Read on.
Who gave Jacob for a spoil?
Who gave Jacob for a spoil, man? Read.
And Israel to the robbers?
What are the so-called nations? Robbers, man. But see, we too stupid to understand. Why do you think the Chinese got a hair shop in your neighborhood? See, why do you think you got the Chinese got a restaurant in your neighborhood, man? Why do you think the Africans in your neighborhood, man? So-called white man is the author of all this confusion. Give me James 2:5. This I'm gonna end it on here. Our people, we do what we can, and we show by our actions in here the love. Action is always, it outweighs everything, man. Read that right quick.
The book of James, chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, has not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith?
What are we?
Rich in faith.
We rich in faith, man. Read.
And heirs of the kingdom, which he has promised to them that love him.
See, and if you love him, then you're going to keep your commandments. Come and tell you something. There, you're not keeping no commandments. It's off with your head. Read.
But ye have despised the poor.
See, and it's talking about the ones that's got a little money here, T.D. Jakes. Really talking about the scribes, Sadducees, and Pharisees. The same ones back here today. They despise the poor, man. Read.
Do not rich men oppress you?
So do not the rich men oppress them too? Read.
And draw you before the judgment seat?
Read on.
Do not they blaspheme that worthy name by the which ye are called?
They blaspheme us, man. But read on.
If ye fulfill the royal law according to the scripture.
What is these laws?
The royal law according to the scripture.
That's the only way. Israel. And see, and I always ask them, how many commandments it is. They'll tell you 10, 12. You know what my next question is? My next thing gonna be, how many of them do you keep? None. I keep them all. Okay, let me start with the ones you're not. Let me start hitting you there. Read on.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Ye do well.
Ye do what?
Ye do well.
Ye do well, man. Love your neighbor as yourself. See, loving your neighbor is just like yourself, is loving your nation. We're not here to love the other nation that hate us and oppress us. Shalom, Israel.